This podcast is being recorded and produced on Gadigal land.
We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of this country and elders past present.
We extend our respect to any First Nations, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people joining us today.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land.
Welcome to Close Friends, everyone. Gather round, gather round. Look, this one isn't really a rant, but I do want to bring something up.
Yeah.
I have got a new, little petty gripe with the internet that I wonder if you've ever picked up on or whether you've ever noticed. So, someone I know recently just announced a pregnancy. They are pregnant. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to them. And you know what I fucking can't stand?
Why?
When someone announces their pregnancy and they're like, bub coming due February 20, whenever the fuck. Whatever they say. Beautiful. Nothing against the pregnancy announcement. Absolutely gorgeous. You know what pisses me the fuck off? The bitches in the comments going, oh, so glad it's finally all out. So glad we can finally talk about this. Oh my God, babe. So happy that you finally told everyone. We get it. You knew. You knew 6 weeks ago. We get it, babes.
Yeah.
They go, oh my God, girl. Finally, it's been so hard to keep this secret. I'm like, this is not about you.
To add to that, to add to this rant, because I'm with you on that one, but also when someone does a gender reveal video, okay, and it's long. Let's say the video is 40 seconds long, and in the last 10 seconds is when you find out if it's pink balloons or blue balloons. And someone in the comments, congratulations on your girl with all pink hearts, and they fucking spoil it for anyone else watching. Just write congratulations. Don't spoil it in the comments what the baby's gender is.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so with you on that as well. Oh my God.
Don't spoil it. Let me wait until the fucking massive cannons go off in the air that cost the price of a car. I want to see the reveal. I don't want to see, you know how on Instagram you can see the first 2 comments or whatever?
Yeah.
If it's all blue hearts, I'm like, well, I'm not fucking watching it now, am I?
Oh, seriously. How funny. Moving on. Did you say 16-year-olds are getting banned from social media in Australia? Did you?
Yeah. So I'll tell you what I have to say about this.
Here we go. So, wait, we'll give a bit of context. So,
Okay,
if you're not
if you
from
don't
Australia.
know, is it the Australian government?
Yeah,
Who the
Anthony
fuck is
Albanese.
it? Anthony Albanese has said that if you're 16 or under, you're not allowed to use social media. Or under 16.
Yeah, and I think it comes into effect next year, and I don't know whether if you've already got social media and you're 12, you can continue using it, or whether they're just a blanket ban. I've got no idea how they're going to police this.
Neither. And you know what? My first thought is they are still going to use it.
Oh, for sure.
They're going to use it. That is how teenagers communicate through fucking Snapchat and whatever else.
Yeah.
This is not going to be successful.
I'm also like, girl, what? Get your priorities right. Why is this the biggest problem that apparently we are facing?
I get it for
Fix everything else.
I get it for bullying reasons. Online bullying is relentless, especially amongst teenagers. So I'm all for it from that angle. But do they think that by saying that you can't be on it, they're not going to? It'll probably just be you have to put your birthday in, and then you just lie and put your birthday.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do when I was playing Habbo Hotel.
Yeah.
When I was on Facebook, I lied about my age. Kids will 100% just still use it anyway.
I just don't. I don't understand how they're going to police it. I think it's more of a parental issue than anything.
It also makes me wonder as well, does this apply to babies and kids and toddlers that are in parents' content?
No, I don't think so. I just think they can't have an account.
Right. But you could still use your
Yeah.
12-year-old in your content.
Yeah, for sure.
See, that's a grey line, fuzzy line as well.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. And thankfully, I don't think it'll affect us. I don't know if we have anyone under the age of 16 listening to this podcast.
Surely not.
Unless they're in the back of the car. I know sometimes we have some parents
Kids in the back,
say,
yeah.
the kids are in the back.
I will say, though, ever since we took Fate to TikTok and started making TikTok videos, I have gained a younger audience on TikTok. Because
Okay.
now, the other day I was at our Parramatta store and there was a bunch of schoolgirls walking past in their school uniform. And they're like, hey! And I'm like, holy shit. I got teenagers fucking watching me again, and it took me back to like the YouTube days when our audiences were teenagers. But TikTok has given me a bit of a younger audience again.
Okay.
But only on TikTok. And they're like, I love your TikToks.
Okay.
When that's like not the main thing that I do. Weird.
Yeah, I don't think it'll affect me. All my audience are like
So true. Like
my
imagine the
age or
creators that
mums.
have a predominantly teenage or kid.
Yeah, that's the
Or
thing.
fan base.
Some of these ones with like millions of followers out there, they've got
Kids.
kids as young as like 8 years old watching them on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested, like, all in all, this whole thing. Like, I'm all for kids not being on social media for bullying because, like, that's fucked up. Like, the kids that bully other kids online behind Snapchat, what the fuck is going on there and what are the parents doing in that scenario? But I'm interested to see how this plays out because I don't see it playing out at all. I can see kids still just using Snapchat and Instagram and everything anyway.
I just think it's a weird step for the government to be like, no, you can't do this. Whereas it's like I feel like it's more of a parent thing. Like I feel like it's more of a...
But I feel like kids also need to be fucking punished. No, I feel like...
Why? What do you mean?
Like, I feel like there needs to be more consequences to the actions of bullying on social media. Like, I actually feel really fucking passionately about that. The same way... I was talking to AJ the other day. We're going off topic here a little bit, Matt. Graffiti.
Yeah, okay.
Graffiti. I hate graffiti.
Yeah,
I think it's the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen.
yeah.
And to all the kids, hopefully it's only kids doing graffiti. If it's adults, grow the fuck up. But to all the people out there that do graffiti, the only other people that think it's cool is other losers that do graffiti. It's a bunch of losers trying to impress one another. It looks shit. It's ugly. And I
It's one
think
of
you
those
should get
things
your
I'll-
hand chopped off.
I'll never understand because I've never in my life been compelled to draw on something permanently. You know what I mean? Like I've never
It's
in my
ugly.
life gone, I want to pick up a permanent marker or a spray can of paint and spray it on a wall. Never in my life have I thought
And the only other
that would
people
be
that
bring
think,
enjoyment.
oh yeah, that's fucking sick, is the other idiots that
Yeah.
do it as well. Like you're just all trying to impress each other, and you're all losers. I reckon there needs to be more consequences for the graffiti. If you graffiti, you get your hand chopped off.
You reckon?
Fucking
That's
oath.
extreme.
Penalise these people.
I think it's also weird how much I have to actually give graffiti artists some
Credit.
credit here because when you think about it, no one's going to the lengths that graffiti artists are to share their art with the world.
But is it art?
Because you see it underneath a fucking bridge. How the fuck did you get there to spray
or
paint
up the
that?
top of a bridge as well.
Or I used to catch the train down to Sydney from the Central Coast and there was an area with no reception, nothing but trees and tunnels for the trains. The tunnels covered in graffiti. I thought, how have you can't drive out there. You'd have to bushwalk, I feel, for like kilometres and kilometres to get there to draw a fucking word that I can't even read because you've done it in bubble text on a train tunnel. I just say they've got a lot of work ethic or something to be able
They've
to get
got a
out
lot
there.
of spare time is what they have.
Yeah, actually,
And they
they've
need
probably
to
got no
grow
work
up.
ethic.
I think graffiti is fucking so dumb.
You
I
just
hate
see
it. And it makes everything look ugly. Like you go through a CBD, like in Newcastle CBD, all the poor fucking businesses that get graffitied every day, then that business has to pay to have it cleaned off.
Yeah.
Like it's just disrespectful. Like graffiti your own bedroom walls.
I will say, I think, obviously, I think the problem is when you are damaging someone else's property. I guess there's not many places you could graffiti that do. But I'm saying the people who like graffiti a fucking shop window, like if someone graffitied the front of Fate, for sure, fuck off. That's just disrespectful. But like, you know, out in the bush on the train tunnels, like I guess that's not really harming anyone. But I'm also like, what's the fucking point? I just don't understand the
It's
point.
to impress other people that do graffiti that are in a different group.
But who do you reckon people are sitting on the train then, going past,
Yeah.
and they're going, "Fuck, that's a nice fucking
yes,
graffiti."
they are. They are.
No, and then you see the ones at like the top of a dam or like just somewhere that you can't even reach. I've gone. You have literally put your life at risk to spray paint this word on a bridge, on on a building. How did you get up there to do that? So I got to give them some credit, but also fuck off.
creativity. And it's a bit creative. It's a little bit of art. But fuck off. You're making this, like, Newcastle CBD is just fucking full of graffiti. And it's disgusting.
Which it must be so bad that, like, the council can't even be bothered painting over it because it'll just get done again. Like, is that the vibe?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I just hate it. I hate it. Get your hands chopped off.
Fair enough. Okay.
Bring back fucking stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's bring back execution. Let's do that. We may as well. We'll just go all the way to the top and sort it out.
And like,
So more punishments is what you're wanting in the world.
yes.
Nice.
Like, if someone's fucked up enough, fucking bring back punishments. And like, I've seen with the whole kids being banned from social media thing. So they can be banned from social media until they're 16, but they can go to jail when they're 10. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, but it's a slippery slope here because I will say in high school, when I was in high school, social media was just coming about. You know, teaching about, because what do you call that? Instead of prevention, you call it something else, like similar to safe sex, like teach safe sex instead of teach don't have sex. Because kids are going to have, well, not kids, but well, who knows? But anyway, people are going to have sex. So we want to teach them to have safe sex, not to not have sex because it's going to happen. So I'm like, instead of just banning social media, we should be teaching them how to use it. But I will say in their defense, like, we were taught, I don't know if you were taught in high school, but we were definitely taught about, but we had a big scandal at our school, which actually Nova wouldn't let me talk about it on the podcast, but it had to do with the sharing of one's photos, I will say, around the school. It was a big scandal.
That shit happening in schools now.
Yeah,
like,
so
what is going on?
Our school had to take action on that and teach us about internet safety and bullying online and all the rest of that. So we actually learnt a lot. I don't think it stopped anyone. People were still awful. So I think this might also be a last resort for the government, but also I'm still like, it just doesn't seem right to me. And I'm not like someone who's like, yes, every kid should have social media. I just think wasting our time implementing this ban.
When they're still going to go on it anyway.
I just think it's like a waste of, and I haven't seen many people say like, yes, this is a good decision. I'm like, this is what governments do, aren't they? We go, hello, we're starving. We can't afford groceries. We can't afford rent. And they go, well, guess what we're going to do? We're going to ban social media for kids. It's like, thank you. Back to the rental crisis. Just think it was in poor taste to make such a hullabaloo about the whole thing when I feel there are more issues at the top of the pyramid for our government to reflect on. But anyway, we're not a political podcast, we're a pop culture podcast, so I don't know why we spent Close Friends talking about all this anyway. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Well,
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, thanks for listening, scrollers. See you next Tuesday.